Macca's Guides.
Hey everyone, Macca here. Welcome back to the Dead Space Remake Collectibles Guide. We start Chapter 6 by finishing a battle within the cryogenics area, and start by picking up the tissue sample in the middle of the room. This is our first step to the Premeditated Malpractice side mission. We're now going to have to do a bunch of backtracking, and we're going to have to take this tissue sample to the main lab. So instead of continuing on with the mission, backtrack towards the security station. There are a couple of different ways to get back to the security station, which is the hub of this area. But the easiest way is to reverse and go through the chemical lab. From the chemical lab, head towards imaging diagnostics. And from imaging diagnostics, head towards the security station. Now from the security station, we want to make our way to the main lab, which is inside of the research wing. As we enter, it'll be to our right-hand side next to the save point, but the door will be labeled research wing. Head into this door and then head down deeper, making sure that you don't get crushed by the door, and eventually you will make it into the main lab. Once inside of the main lab, go to the other side and find the elevator to head down one floor to the bottom level of the main lab. Once on the bottom level, take the tissue sample and interact with the machine on the bench near the wall, and this will start about a minute-long little cutscene dialogue. Just wait for this to completely finish, which will update your side mission with the next steps, and we'll be on our way. Now we can actually complete the third step to the Premeditated Malpractice side mission now as well. Backtrack back towards the security station and then head through the door towards the clinic and the emergency room. This is the hole in the wall that we exploded way back when, a couple of chapters back. Once inside of the emergency room, go through ER hallway B, then take a left-hand turn, and this is the quickest way to get to intensive care. Once inside of intensive care, you're going to want to head to the back of the room where you'll be able to interact with one of the pods, and this will start a little bit of a cutscene, which also lasts about a minute. Sit here and wait for it to conclude, which will update the steps for this side mission, and we can put it on the back burner for a little bit, but we have a bunch of steps out of the way for now. So now we're going to backtrack all the way back to cryogenics. So after about 5 or 10 minutes of backtracking, we've worked our way back towards cryogenics by going through imaging and then the chemical lab and then cryogenics. And our main mission here is to go to the tram station. And as soon as we exit cryogenics towards the tram station, we'll notice a node directly in front of us on the wall. A little bit later on, you'll reach a tram station, and then you'll have to go to hydroponics, follow the mission marker, and on your way there, when you reach this long hallway, about halfway through, there's a door to your left, which leads to a ramp, and this ramp leads to the kind of bottom floor of where the trams go. We've been here earlier on before. This is where we unlocked the stasis module. But now that we have better security clearance, let's go and grab node number 22 for us in this playthrough, which is through this door that does require security clearance level 1. This is the tramway storage room, so grab that before you continue on to hydroponics. Then continue following your mission marker to the hydroponics tram station, and as soon as you enter in through the door, you should notice a pretty obvious audio log just to your right hand side on the bench. This is Cross's log 01. We'll make a little bit of progress into the mission, and then we'll be tasked with injecting the Weezers. I believe there's 8 of them, and the first thing we're going to do is go through this door towards the west tower, following the mission waypoint. You'll have these streams of jets here that basically fling poison at you. You have to get across to continue the main mission, but there are 3 offices on the left-hand side. Open up the first office to find a weapon upgrade called the Angled Launcher. On your way to inject the first Wheezer, you'll come through the door known as the West Grow Chamber, which opens up into a large hall. You'll kind of do a lot of things here as a central area, but basically directly in front of you and on the wall, you can find Cross's Log 02. From here, if we look to the left, you may notice a doctor's office, I believe. So if we go inside of this room, which does require security clearance level 2, directly in front of you on the ground, you'll find your last weapon of the game, the Force Gun, which is really fun, but not very useful in my opinion. And if you pick it up, you'll also unlock the full Arsenal achievement / trophy if you've been following along with this guide. From the location of the Force Gun, we are going to follow towards Wheezer 1 by following the main marker waypoint of the mission. This will take us to a grow room, and for this one, you can miss it. All you have to do is shoot the Wheezer instead of administering the enzyme. Do this to any 8 of the Wheezers to grab this log. We've then navigated a little bit further into the mission and taken an elevator towards Wheezer number 2. You'll come through this door, which is the horticulturist's office. Inside, you'll find Wheezer number 2, but to the right-hand side on the desk, you will find a log called Corruption. At this point in the game, if you go towards Wheezer 3, you'll have to open up this door, and in the hallway in front of us, there is a store. Interacting with this store allows us to buy the upgrade called the Subsonic Oscillator. If you think you have enough credits to buy it easily, do so or save it for later. You'll then make your way towards the refrigeration tower, go through the door to enter inside, finding the node on the wall directly in front of you before going into the zero gravity section. On the way towards Wheezer number 5, we will enter into this large room with an elevator in the middle that we'll need to take down in order to continue. Now, once you're up here, there will be these tentacles that are kind of blocking the walkway as well as the elevator, and we're going to make sure to shoot all of them in order to reveal an area to the left. And in this area, we will find Holt's rig, which is necessary for the You Are Not Authorized side mission, where we're trying to find all 7 of the rigs. This is the 3rd one I've shown you in this series so far. After clearing the elevator, just follow the main mission marker path and go down the elevator, and once inside of this grow chamber, you will have to fight against a brute. As with previous brutes, take it out in order to basically grab a node that it will drop once you defeat it. So defeat it and make sure you grab that node before moving on. We've then made a decent amount of progress, and I am standing right here in front of Wheezer number 6. You'll have to go here to do the main part of the mission, but after you grab it, or before, once you're on this floor, before going downwards, follow the kind of catwalk to the other side to find Cross's Log number 3. Continuing on with the mission, you'll walk through a hallway that ends with you going to the air filtration tower. You'll get an automatic log as a part of the story here, and there's a zero gravity section we'll have to float through. Before going through there, just make sure you grab the node on the wall directly in front of you. This one's pretty hard to miss. You'll then be working your way through this zero gravity section, and there will be these electrical traps you'll need to use your stasis to get through. As soon as you get through the first one, you'll find a small room that is just off to the side as you enter, and inside of this small room you can find the Force Energy Schematic. A little bit later on in the mission, you'll take an elevator just after completing these kind of fire tubes, and this is on the way to Wheezer number 7. After taking the elevator, but before going and following the mission marker, go to this room, which you can only unlock from this side, And inside you'll find two things that are noteworthy here. You can smash the fuse and find node number 26, and on the ground in between the two kind of consoles you can find a log called Technical Manual. Thank you for watching. I hope you found the video useful. A super special thank you to everyone on Patreon for supporting the show. Hopefully I see you soon. Peace.